Yeah. Hey, Juwan. What went wrong, especially defensively in the second half? UCF shot 72%.
Yeah, they made some shots. Some were contested, but there were some shots where we lost our man and gave up some open looks. Which when you do that to a team that shoots the ball extremely well, they have three guys particularly that shoots it, and the three guys I'm speaking of is Perry, Mayhem, and Green. We got to always find those guys, and we can't lose them. And tonight, a guy like Mayhem and then Green, they just truly made us pay anytime we made a defensive mistake.
And Eli and Devontae were talking about how one mistake often turned into two, like back-to-back mistakes, I guess. Any reason for that? Is it like just fatigue or guys hanging their head after making a mistake, or and anything you can say about that? Thanks.
Well, I would say this, you never can play a mistake-free, basketball game. And, unfortunately, the mistakes that happen are times when you're trying to either make a run back in the game or you get a defensive stop. And unfortunately, there's where a mistake happens. And, we will clean it up. I trust we will get better with it. There's always growing pains throughout the season. And there's always learning moments throughout this season, whether you win or lose. And unfortunately, tonight, we were just on the other end, the losing end I'm speaking of.
James, did you have anything?
Yeah. Hey, Juwan, in the second half, you guys came out of halftime, you guys took that 12-point lead, and then I think in less than 3 minutes, UCF went back on top. I guess just what do you feel like went wrong during that 3-minute stretch there?
Yes, turnovers along with giving up some open shots. But there were some turnovers where I think we allowed, the crowd to affect and also, speed us up. But, not taking anything away from, UCF, but it wasn't defensively where they, took us out of anything. It was just more of, the turnover down the stretch that hurt us, that either led for a layup for them or a dunk. And then there was a time where we, gave up a three because we lost our man. And, I think Andrew mentioned it before, you can look at it and say, is it fatigue, that causes these mistakes? I really can't, give you a clear answer on that, but I would never run away from it and say, that's probably not, something that caused it. It's possible.
And Devontae mentioned he felt like the team kind of lost its composure there in the second half. I guess what's the key to, keeping the team composed in those moments when things are kind of going sideways?
Well, you only have 3 timeouts, and you burn them all at once. And so I call a timeout to try to calm us down. But still, you got to go out there and play the game. And that's where we have to get better with. And that's when teams make runs, not be able to allow it become compound mistakes on the other end.
I guess what was the mood like in some of those battles in those timeouts? Did you feel like guys were panicking a little bit?
Teaching moments, teaching moments.
Hey, Juwan, do you see anything different schematically from UCF in the second half where we saw a shift there? Or?
No, I didn't see anything different schematically. Mm-hmm. If you look at, they scored 11 points off turnovers. They had a lot of paint touches in the first half. That had some paint touches again in the second half. But, it wasn't anything that they were doing that hurt us that we could not guard.
Jack or Lily from the Daily, do you guys have anything?
I'm good, thank you.
Anybody have anything else for Coach?
One more about Devontae, if that's all right. I mean, it seemed like he had a really good game. I mean, again, I know you guys lost, but offensively, at least he was making some shots and he grabbed 7 rebounds. I see. I guess, what did you make of his performance?
Hey, he was competing, man. My favorite play was the first half, the offensive rebound that he went in there and grabbed in traffic and got a putback. That goes to show you that, he's a very, competitive guy, but he also, tough mentally and physically.
Thanks.
All right,
Okay,
you guys-
Coach, that's gonna do it. Have a happy new year, Coach. We'll see you back in Ann Arbor.
Thank you.